This is a story where friendship that started with hope, messed up with lies, turns into betrayal, trust broken, and ends in a heartbreaking tragedy. Welcome back to my channel, guys. On the 5th of May 2024, Abdullahi Abubakar made a frantic call to the police. His brother, 45-year-old Bello Bukar Adam, a devoted family man and diligent worker at Kano State Electricity Distribution Company, that's KEDCO, had vanished after receiving a mysterious call from his close friend and colleague, Sadiq Jibrin. Bello and Sadiq shared a strong bond, forged through years of working together at KEDCO. Though being his supervisor and almost a decade difference in their age, 35-year-old Sadiq was like a brother and a confidant to Bello. Bello's desire to work at the Federal Inland Revenue Service, that's FIRS, stemmed from a longing for better opportunities and financial stability. Like many others, he was aware that state jobs often come with limited pay, and he sought a position that could offer him greater financial security and advancement opportunities. FIRS is renowned for its attractive salary packages and benefits, making it a sought-after organization for both the unemployed and those already in the workforce. The glamour of a stable income and the potential for career growth made securing a job at FIRS a dream for many. Recognizing Bello's aspirations, Sadiq saw an opportunity to exploit his friend's ambition for personal gain. He promised to help Bello secure a job at the Federal Inland Revenue Service, that's the FIRS, but he has to pay the sum of 3 million naira, that's like $2,000 for the offer. In Nigeria, particularly in high sought-after organizations like the FIRS, the traditional route of landing a job based on qualifications doesn't always cut it. It's a harsh reality that many face. These coveted positions are often reserved for the privileged elites, the rich kids of politicians and influential figures. That's where the murky world of paying for jobs comes into play. It's sadly normalized in the country's employment landscape. If you're an ordinary person looking to secure a spot in such prestigious institutions, you often have to grease the wheels by paying a hefty sum to someone with connections on the inside. Bello, like countless others, found himself in this predicament. Despite his qualifications and aspirations, he knew that without the right connections or financial means, his chances of landing a job at FIRS were slim to none. So when Sadiq offered to help him secure a position in exchange for a substantial sum of money, it seemed like a small price to pay for a shot at a brighter future. Little did Bello know his trust in Sadiq would ultimately lead him down a dark and tragic path, highlighting the harsh realities of navigating Nigeria's employment landscape. Despite the hefty price tag attached, Bello trusted Sadiq implicitly, believing this opportunity would elevate his family's future, and so he gave Sadiq the money. Weeks turned into months, and Bello's hopes waned. No job, no money. And now Bello was desperate. He dared to confront his friend, seeking answers and the return of his hard-earned money. Then on the 4th of May at around 12 p.m., a glimmer of hope as Sadiq finally reached out, claiming success in securing the job offer. He asked Bello to come over as there are documents for him to sign. Overjoyed, Bello left home in a hurry in his ash Toyota Corolla, not wanting to waste any more time, unaware of the impending doom looming ahead. He met his friend at a filling station and they headed home together. As they got to Sadiq's house, there were 2 other guys somewhere around the house, but he didn't suspect anything. Just thought they were random guys having a conversation. So he and his friend went inside to the living room. They sat down and started talking. 10 minutes later, these same 2 guys Bello saw outside walked into the living room, and before he knew what was going on, his friend, his brother, his colleague tackled him, and in a bid to free himself, he beat him on his finger, removing the entire nail. After much struggle, Sadiq succeeded in overpowering him. After all, it's 3-1. They tied him up and began hitting him with all sorts of weapons. Sticks and iron, you name it. They beat him to a pulp until Bello became motionless. Literally, they beat him to death. When they were done carrying out the dastardly act, they put his body inside the trunk of his own car and drove him to the outskirts of the state to dump his body, and went ahead to hide his car in a garage in Hotoro Quarters, Kano. After then, Sadiq went about his normal business like nothing happened, even posting on his Twitter page like he didn't just off someone. Same day Abdullahi reported the disappearance of his brother, Bello's lifeless body was found on the outskirts of the town, sending shockwaves through the community. The body was removed from the scene by a team of crime scene policemen and taken to the Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital, where a medical doctor confirmed him dead. The anti-kidnapping squad of the Kano State Police Command immediately swung into action, and Sadiq was arrested on 6th of May 2024 at around 9 a.m. During preliminary investigations, the suspect confessed that he conspired with the two others and jointly lured the victim to his house, who until his death was his intimate friend. Now, as Sadiq languished in police custody, a grieving family mourns the loss of a beloved husband, father, and brother. Justice may be served, but the scars of betrayal run deep, a reminder of the darkness that lurks beneath the facade of friendship. What do you think about this case? I honestly think Sadiq had no job offer to give Bello. It was just a cold-blooded scheme to defraud and eliminate his trusting friend. You know, it's great when you get along with your co-workers, but it's important to remember that not everyone at work is your friend. Sometimes people have their own agendas or may not even have your best interest at heart. So while it's good to be friendly and professional, it's also wise to keep a healthy distance and avoid sharing too much personal information and getting involved in office gossip. Focus on building positive working relationships based on mutual respect and cooperation, but always keep that level of, professionalism in mind. May God grant Bello eternal rest and give his family the fortitude to bear his loss. I'd love to read your thoughts with regards to this case. How is your relationship with your co-workers? Honestly, me, I just used to be on my own. It's all about being official. When I sit on my seat in the mornings, I just mind my business. I don't leave my seat to go sit with someone else. When they bring work to my table, I respond officially. Now, this is 14 years. I have never had any misunderstanding with my colleagues. What about you? Are you like me? I know it's weird, but honestly, that's how I am. I'm a Pisces after all. We roll like that, I'd love to know yours. Let's meet in the comments and discuss. Thanks for always tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.